Back covering the state of insurance, and tonight for the first time we're getting your questions answered from those in charge of the state's My Safe Florida Home program. The state quickly ran out of money for new applicants just days after it reopened on July 1st.
And many of you are sounding off with questions. ABC Action News anchor Nadeen joins us now in studio fielding your frustrations tonight. And I know there are a lot of them out there, Nadeen.
That's right, Wendy. The My Safe Florida Home program is the #1 thing viewers are emailing me about right now. I got this email from Don just this last week. He says our application was accepted at 12:31 a.m. the first day that it opened, and we were still told, we learned later, that the program was out of money. He says this is very disappointing. And he's not the only one. Last Wednesday at a state insurance summit, I actually ran into Patricia Harris. She is a low-income senior who started her application process 12:01 a.m. July 1st, that first day. She was also denied. Through her story, we are getting answers tonight.
I applied at 12:01 July 1st. I stayed up all night to apply.
So you're in the system?
I'm in the system.
Okay.
We met Patricia Harris at the Fixing Problems for Floridians Fair right before she walked up to the My Safe Florida Home program booth.
Hello. How are we doing?
For answers to questions many of you are asking.
Where my application is, if that's possible.
Okay, sure. So you did the questionnaire and you got that done, but by the time we got around to you, right, that the initial inspection funding was already gone.
I don't understand that.
We only opened the door for new first-time folks coming in. It was minimal.
Let's break down what My Safe Florida Home Chief Business Officer Steve Fielder is telling Patricia here. Of the new funding that was available on July 1st, there was only enough money set aside for 3,400 new applicants wanting new inspections. The state prioritizing people who were already in the queue since last fall when the money ran out.
There were only 3,400 of those this year, or this time around, because there were so many people who had already had the inspection and they were waiting for the grant money.
To take it one step further, Fielder then showed me on July 1st alone, more than 12,000 people started applying. Again, only 3,400 slots available.
So why would you open it up again in July if you knew you had people that were waiting?
So the intent was to try to help people, but I understand why you would be frustrated. I understand it doesn't make sense sometimes, but we are trying our best to help as many people as we can, because the only other option would have been not to open the door at all for new inspections.
I'm not frustrated. It's just that I'm confused.
We know that somewhere between 60 and 65,000 people had inspections since the fall of last year to present, that they're waiting for the grant money to be available.
When will the books open again?
We would need additional funding.
Now where does that leave me?
So we still have your information, right? So we've got your email, we've got your contact information.
So was there any hope for you starting July 1st?
Apparently not. But he said they had to reach out to the people that already had the inspections to see if they were still interested. But my thing is, why did you not reach out to all of those inspections that you currently had before the doors opened?
Now, the My Safe Florida Home program says they got some quirks to fix here, especially when it comes to answering your questions. The program is now hiring more people to take calls, and they're changing their process to actually notify people via email when they're ready to move on in the process instead of the current way right now, just telling homeowners to keep checking their portals. So a lot of questions answered here. I had a chance to talk one-on-one with My Safe Florida. This was the first time I got connected with them. We go in depth with even more questions and answers posted right now in a digital extra on abcactionnews.com/insurance. Paul.
All right.